step-grandmother used to have a tandem bicycle, and that is easily one of the most terrifying things I've ever been on when you're not in the first spot, because you have no control in the back. So you're just like you're just trusting whoever's in the front that they're a good driver.
I feel like,
and, I mean, they're inevitably whistling "Bicycle Built for Two," which is just an objectively creepy song.
It's true.
I feel like you would go faster on a tandem bike because you have double the leg power, but I've never seen a tandem bike go very fast. It always seems like you're rocking constantly back and forth.
You can, but you have to be so in sync. Because if you're even the slightest bit off, it's just... And for some ungodly reason, we took it to the... Like, they took it to the beach once, and they were trying to ride that bitch through the sand, and I'm like, what are you doing?
All right, yeah, that seems...
That's unhinged.
Yeah.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
Like, I mean, I cannot ride a bike, as I've just mentioned, on any surface. A regular single person bike, the concept of a dopal cycle on beach sand,
bold.
Yeah, no.
Now, what I have seen going insanely fast and stupid, like the world's stupidest luge, is a tandem reclining bike.
What the hell is that?
I don't know why it exists.
It's like one where one's behind the other. There's so many options for you.
If you ever want to take a very speedy nap with your friend,
I feel like a tandem reclining bike is one of those things that, like, the reason why there's so many configurations is because the only kind of person who would want to ride a tandem reclining bike is the kind of person who also would never lower themselves to use a design that someone had already invented, and so they also have to reinvent the tandem reclining bike.
It is only the most like degenerate of engineering pervs who rides that type of bike.
And they're probably German.
Yes.
Germans are so weird.
Excellent for making sport.
It's excellent for making sport. It's extremely spaß.
You spent so long wondering if you could make a reclining tandem bicycle. You didn't stop to think, should you?
And on that note, hi everybody out there in Streamland. Believe it or not, we are not actually a stream about tandem reclining bikes. In fact, we are a TTRPG actual play stream. We are live from the...
Della hasn't described the shark cycle yet.
It's true. This has not happened yet. So,
I'm gonna have to do some frantic Googling. Hold on.
And and I've lost my groove. We do content here on the internet to raise money for charities and various other nonprofits and mutual aid organizations. So if you like what you see here, and we do sincerely hope that you do, you're not hate watching us, or, you know, I don't know, hey, it gives us the views. So do, I guess, live your life. We would appreciate it if, rather than give us any like blips, chits, corporate scripts, assorted Jeffy B-bucks, that you instead take that money and donate it directly to the cause that we are raising money for, which right now is Medical Aid for Palestinians, a UK-based charity. Is why you may see, if you go to donate, that it's going to be in Great British pounds. Don't panic, it's fine. That they are doing a lot of good work in the Gaza Strip right now. In bad places and bad times that we are living in. You will notice we have hidden from you the subscribe button. We cannot remove it completely because of the way that Twitch do be functioning, but it is hidden, so seek it at your peril, and only if you can answer me these riddles. 3. Did I miss anything? Is that everything? I feel like that's everything. Tonight, we are doing Power Rangers Rampant. It's actually the final episode of our Power Rangers mini-series. And why don't we go ahead and have folks introduce themselves. Tell them about what you're playing tonight.
I guess that's me. Hello, hi. My name is Will. I am playing Parker Mills, your Rampant Phoenix Red Ranger. Do we do fun character stuff? No, I don't think we do. I think that's it, pretty much. Yeah, I don't know. I just clipped my nails while Brandon was doing his introduction. DM me. I'll send them to you.
What the fuck? We're not that kind of stream.
I've got
I think we are
questions and I don't want answers.
now. Hi, it's me. It's hi, I'm Eli.
Anyways, real guys, I'm out.
Jason. Hi, my name is Eli. I am playing Kit, your Green Unicorn Ranger Rampant. We both go by any and all pronouns. Sorry to disappoint you, no toenails or fingernails on my end to send off. But yeah.
This is the worst bit we've ever had.
It's the worst bit.
Says it's a bit.
Hi, I'm Julia. Tonight I'm playing Helen Matthews, our yellow griffin rampant ranger. I'll kill you if you try to steal my any part of my genetic material, because I don't know what you're gonna fucking do with that. In both the cloning sense and the witchcraft sense, and you're not allowed to do either. So fuck you.
To the scientists and the witches.
From one witch to the others. Fuck you.
Yes. Blessed be. Now fuck off.
For the record, I am open to both being cloned and being witchcrafted.
No.
You say that now.
You say, yeah.
You say that now.
Just opened yourself up to a world of hurt, buddy.
Oh boy.
Will just busted the door as just screaming, "Who cursed my clone?"
That's why you need the clone to soak the curses.
That's true. It's a package deal.
Hi, I'm Della. I'm playing Aethelflaed. If you DM me your address, I will shriek profanity into an envelope and mail it to you.
I think this is a very good bit, actually.
All right. Maybe it can be redeemed. Maybe. We'll see where the evening takes us. Hi, everybody. I am Brendan. Pronounce he, him. I am the storyteller. I am playing every other person. Most especially, I suppose, at this point, also, I am playing Wallace True, the purple turned pink ranger, pink manticore rampant, who has joined us as of last session. He's had some times, is still having some times. But the gang's all here now. And that means it's all gonna be okay. Maybe. Probably.
Yeah. Depends on what you send to somebody.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I don't think that I have formally created any donation incentives for this stream, but I'm not saying I'm above holding my players hostage in exchange for donations. So it has proven surprisingly effective in the past.
You should talk in a Stitch voice. It works.
I don't think I physically can. Though I will probably be doing at least a couple of weird voices as the evening goes on, given who's going to be showing up. So
I was gonna say, if we hit 1K, I'll go full Lido and send a member of the cast my fingernails.
I'll kill you. It better not be me. I'll come in.
No. Okay. So
I have bad ideas.
If you send them to me, I will perform witchcraft on them, and then you won't know what I've done.
She'll make it so you only make good decisions.
I'm gonna ruin your brand.
It's not my brand. That's fair.
So we left off, we had 4 of our 5 rangers: Parker, Helen, Kit, and now Wallace, all heading towards the warehouse, the workshop where Wallace had been manipulated into aiding Madame Woe in creating monsters to attack Grail Cove and to aid in her resurrection from an immaterial state. It's also the epicenter of some sort of working being enacted by Madame Woe and Witchblade we have encountered before. Pardon me, I'm being gross. Over the warehouse, materializing midway into the air and stretching up into the sky, is a tower with a flared cobra-like head, its surface dotted with faces contorted in agony.
Yeah,
As
just
black
fucking
clouds-
grip it and rip it, baby. Slop that down, dude. Shit, yeah, dude. Crack one for the big boy.
Thanks, Will's mom.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Mom.
Will's
Thanks,
mom.
Will's
Thanks,
mom.
Will, ma'am. We appreciate you as always. These black clouds swirling, bulging like blistered, diseased flesh, as a formation not unlike an enormous face begins to congeal from them. But far below that are 4 rangers have entered the warehouse. It is very dark in here. All of the candles have been blown out. Even still, even with the gloom overhead, the storm clouds and the pouring rain, there should be more light coming in through the windows. It's an unnatural kind of shadow. Itself is being drained away. What do you guys do?
I mean,
We just gotta kind of gotta go towards it.
we're in the warehouse. Hello?
Don't.
Is there anybody here?
I think someone's here, but if you give them our position, that doesn't help.
Well, then they would come and find us. So, like, if we have to fight them, that would be easier.
I suppose since the fighting them seems to be our only recourse.
I'm not wrong. History speaks for itself.
Yes.
We always end up fighting.
I mean, it is true. It does turn out in Power Rangers that the best answer usually does end up being karate.
It's true.
Frequently friendship, usually karate.
In that order.
Yes. And indeed, your voice, hello, sort of echoes deeper into the confines, bouncing off the derelict machinery that's lines of rust that seem to bulge outward like distended veins. At this point, you don't need the alarm on your morpher to be telling you that the presence of dark magic here is palpable. It's
Yeah,
almost
Justin,
like
had
fucking
fun.
grip
an
it, grip
oily-
it, baby. Slop that down, dude. Shit, yeah, dude. Crack one for the big boy.
Y'all.
I always forget how long the animation goes on.
You don't have
Thank
to listen to it.
Thank you. I know. So sometimes I do. So I can
That's true.
hear it. Even when I see it and I hear it in my head. Thank you so much for the donation. Where the fuck was I? All right.
You said something oily. Was the last thing you said?
dramatic.
Yeah,
voice.
you were describing the unsettling nature of
Yes.
this
Yes. I was
room.
being very, very portentous and pretentious. The dark magic is palpable. You can feel its presence, almost like an oily film against your skin, even through your uniforms. And as your question, your hello, bounces off of the metallic surroundings, becomes tinier and tinier until it becomes echoing back at you. Hello, 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 in an almost mocking tone. And indeed, from deeper within, you hear laughing. First one and then another. The first you have heard before, this distinctive witch's cackle, joined by another one that is oh no, they got Kit, guys.
Oh no.
Did not think that was good. All right, and it's gonna be that easy. Yeah.
They'll be back. Video Ninja's just
Yeah.
video ninja.
Yeah, I'm waiting a second.
As it do.
As one do.
It always claims a sacrifice.
Can you hear us, bud?
I can. Hi. What happened?
The Witchblade gotcha.
God damn it.
But second laugh that joins it in a chorus. This one a bit deeper, still feminine but haughtier, it's a sort of noble character, as if from behind a veiled hand, sort of a following and hearing this laugh, you can see Wallace sort of, even through his uniform, kind of tense up as a voice sort of lilts around you. The voice that you get the sense Wallace has been hearing inside of his head for a while, though you could never hear it previously. Wallace, you've been such disappointment.
I think Kit's gonna put a hand on Wallace's shoulder just to reassure him that he doesn't have to take that shit. Yeah, he does. He don't gotta listen to any of that.
Fuck that lady.
Yeah.
You don't even have the courage of your convictions. You think you can just walk away? You think you're redeemable? You're pathetic. And it is at that point that you hear it just in time. Could I have everyone please make your choice of an athletics or acrobatics check to avoid these long rope like braids of hair that are woven into these razor sharp kunai at the end that come lashing out at all of you from the darkness.
Okay, I don't like that face that you're making there.
Because you already know. I rolled a 5.
I rolled a 6.
Okay. Cool.
21.
Well, that's okay. It's Helen. It's not surprising.
Correct.
Being a flippy, skippy little guy is like your entire thing.
That's true. Helen's whole thing is get your hands off me.
Yeah, some of us are neither flippy nor skippy.
Yeah. Like 100% a social role character.
All right. I need to roll for Wally. Wally, you can do. Oh, that's okay. Well, that's not. That could be more ideal. Oh no. Okay. Well,
they were all killed.
Meanwhile, Aethelflaed's over here just like, sucks to suck.
Helen's just like, Helen's paging Aethelflaed, just like, hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, like just like flipping through midair, bullet time, bent fully arced backwards over Helen's wrist, like yelling into the communicator, like, Aethelflaed, you there, girl?
Hello?
Got French fries over here.
As everyone else is sliced by these whipping hair tendrils for one sharp.
Ooh. I hate that it's hair.
Yeah, you see the shower of sparks fly off of your armor, your uniforms, and you even feel it sort of graze against the flesh underneath. It's not great. You want to roll initiative?
Yeah.
Let's do that thing.
Team reminder that you can use my initiative minus 1d4.
I'll do that because if my first roll was a testament to what's happening.
Am I rolling initiative yet, or
Go
am
ahead and
I?
roll initiative. Yeah.
Okay.
Though I will say you cannot benefit from the follow me. You just have to work on your own initiative.
Okay.
At least for this
in
round. If you would like to do that on a round once you arrive, then you can do so.
Yeah, I'll wait
bad.
till I arrive. I'll wait till I arrive.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you get? Will?
23.
Oh, good, because I rolled a 1.
Well, there you go. Subtract
It's
1d4.
a d20 plus the die. The other. Okay, sick.
You said you got 23?
23.
And that will put me at 20.
I'll be right behind you, Ella. Hella with a 19.
Oh, right. Wait, I can have Wallace just go off of. Yeah, all right. Wallace can use that too. Hey,
Yeah.
Come on, buddy.
You're part of the squad, bud.
all right. Yeah. Okay.
You get bennies.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. What was Kit's initiative?
19.
19. Okay. And then Aethelflaed, what was yours?
I was gonna roll when I came in.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sounds good. So we can have you do that then at the end of the round, and then join the initiative then. And so. Sucks to suck. Okay. Rolling for putties, and I'm like, well, I guess that's to be expected.
To be expected of these little guys.
Little guys, yeah. All right. I think shocking no one. I think at this point, Parker, you were on point.
Okay.
Oh,
thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, it is me. So we have hair.
Ugh.
Yes, there are hair tendrils that have come out of the darkness towards you, and they are sort of lashing and whipping around you.
But
So I
not
suppose,
restraining. This
no,
is
they're
not a
restraining
Raimi.
you.
Okay.
Right, yes. They are just attacking you. So I suppose you got kind of two options. You could either try to charge deeper in to try and get at the source of whatever these things are, or you could try to fend off or sever these tendrils here in front of you.
Okay.
At least in terms of the threats that you can perceive at this exact moment.
I mean, Parker's gonna run in.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, okay.
Parker's gonna Parker.
Yeah.
All right. So you charge in, and you rather quickly see forming out of the gloom, almost kind of glowing with an ethereal light from behind them, this woman in white, a woman in a white dress with a crown and this porcelain mask with long claw-like fingernails that are seemingly made of this blue glass. And you see all of these braids of hair converging on her, and this long black hair that hangs over her white dress. It's kind of a hovering spirit like in midair.
And despite having all of the hair, this is not where the hair is coming from.
No, the hair is coming from them. Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they are the source of the hair.
Okay. Well then, I mean, practically writes
trim.
itself. Practically writes itself. You look like you could use a haircut.
Hey, do you know? Sometimes the classics are best.
It's true. And I'm going to go for it. I'm going to do the same thing I did last time where I just go all out on my first attack, rushing in. So
okay.
I'm going to combine all of the things, strike out with the power axe. I'm going to use Power Strike, the Red Ranger ability, and then also Power Strike the Grid Power, and then Power Strike, the Red Ranger ability.
Right.
And I'm going to spend total of 4 personal power to do that.
Okay. All right.
Big opening strike. Also, we are level 7. Let me just... Cool. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. So now I need all of my dice because this is the one that I have a specialty in. And let's see. Okay. So that is a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. And so that would be 1 blunt, except that it is going to be 3 blunt, and then... So 3 blunt, and then I think 3
energy, right?
Energy, yeah.
Yeah.
So a total of 6.
6. Cool. Tell me what that looks like.
I think it's like it's wire work, right? So I just like you said that they're kind of floating.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the like one leg comes up, the other one's like fully extended, and the wires that you can't see just sort of like lift me into the air. And as I reach like the apexes, we're on kind of the same level, I do like an upward slash with the power axe and then land perfectly on like my feet on the other side as sparks in the background. I don't look at it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and it's this burning, flaming energy that rakes across Madame Woe. There are tattered immolating pieces of the white cloth sort of like raining down around you. And she sort of like clutches at her heart, just like, still weak, not fully formed. You'll pay for that. And next up is, actually going to be Wallace.
Mhm.
Let's go, Wally.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy.
So what Wally is doing at this moment is actually back with the rest of you, is getting out his blade blaster and is using the knife configuration to parry and sever the lashing hair tendrils that are attacking the group. He has gotten. Let's see, there was one, two. So it was three. Has successfully severed 2 of them. There are still 2 more that are writhing around snake-like in the air. And it's going to be Helen.
Okay. So what Helen is gonna do? We've still got 2 little snake buddies here. I will try to take them out with two attacks. Just two of my regular attacks.
Okay.
With the hammer. So, first one. And then the might is 17 to hit for the first one.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay, that is going to be 1 stun.
Okay. That will sever the strand. So.
Okay, and you said there were 2 strands, or was there 1 strand?
Yeah, two strands remaining.
Okay,
now one that you have destroyed one.
Okay, then I will go for the other one so that we can take care of this and then go rejoin our fearless leader. That might not do anything. That is also 17, just a different configuration of dice.
Okay, yep, that'll hit.
And that'll be a second stun.
Okay, yeah, that will sever the remaining hair tendril, which and the braids sort. Actually, you do, tell me what that looks like first.
Well, first, before I do that, I do have a question. So, so that is attached to her.
Yes.
And with my new exploit weakness power, it says after I have made a melee attack against a target with augmented defenses of some kind. Does she have augmented defenses?
Actually, no.
Okay, then it doesn't matter.
I was looking at that a minute ago with Parker's attack, and I was like, okay, you've got a lot of attack options, but actually surprisingly few defense options. Okay.
Okay, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't trigger. I get rid of the little hair tendrils, and then I go to follow Parker.
Yeah, you see the kunai sort of drop to the ground, and the hair braids sort of spin apart just into these loose, wavy black hairs that become kind of one with the shadows surrounding you, crawling back over the machinery as they drag back into Madame Woe's hair.
Gross. Gross.
And Kit, it's your go. And you're muted.
So with all the hair pulled back, is there any other threats outside of the hair?
Give me a quick alertness check.
Look at Kit checking their surroundings. Meanwhile, two of us.
Just a curious guy. Ooh, a 19.
So, you take a moment to borrow a phrase from another game, assess the situation. And I think actually, in addition to taking everything in, the positioning of the team, you actually, there's kind of a green sheen kind of settles over your vision. Some element of your visor that you've never really used before, as you kind of suddenly get like night vision, basically, and target reticles appearing on various threats, which is very cool. Although there are several more target reticles appearing than maybe you had thought that there would be a moment ago. You see one focused on Madame Woe, and you also see next to Parker, who has just sort of done a hero landing. Very, very cool with the still glowing power axe that from the shadows around Parker, kind of crawling up out of vats of industrial waste, are putties. At least 5 of them. And that looming over Parker, descending from the ceiling, is a cloaked silhouette with a large clawed arm and a peaked witch's cap that you recognize. If you have identified the threats, you can warn Parker. There is just enough time to shout at Parker to look out if you wish.
I'm going to do one better. I'm going to activate Power Shield.
Okay.
And I'm going to send Power Shield over to Parker to block, to give him +2 to his armor, to defend him. And then I'm going to run up to defend Parker between the putties at the very least. And at least the shield will protect him from, I think that's Witchblade up top. Trying to get the drop, not today. But yeah. And then I will with my power sword strike at the closest putty, to kind of get in the mix, at least be with the squad. So that is gonna be it's a 12.
Well, thankfully, putty patrollers kind of suck. So
Okay.
So let me. Oh well, actually, they are.
Please.
Okay. Well, all right. So they don't quite suck that bad. Yeah, unfortunately, that does not hit. You feel the blade sink into their clay flesh that is also kind of covered in this black molasses oil almost that is kind of dripping off of them, slowing sludge onto the floor.
Oh, clean up on aisle 9. I think the last thing I'm going to do is, since it's a free action, I'm going to do Heart of the Team. And who's going to get it, though? I think I'll give it to you, Parker, since you're the top of the initiative round. And I'm just going to come up to the side and it's like, I got your 6. Try to be...
This sight warms Helen's heart. She's like, yes, fucking good.
Finally, it only took months of getting her ass kicked as Power Rangers to fix this.
Parker like nods sagely and puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "I got your 7."
And then Helen's just like, ugh.
We're
It
gonna
was
let
so close. It was so close.
Just
we'll
damn it.
we'll talk about that phrasing later. But yeah, that's all I can do.
Right. Right. And so Parker will not be surprised by this attack. And you have a +2 to your toughness?
+2 to your
Okay,
toughness. Yeah.
so what's your total toughness then?
22.
D2. All right. Okay. All right. You are not the one that ignores armor. So
Which one ignores armor?
Madam Woe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bitch.
But what Wishblade does have is a reroll ability, which is good because that was not a good roll. That's a much better roll. But will it be enough? Okay. Yes, that is okay. 24. It required a reroll and a max roll on the skill die. So
Yes.
yes. So that is going to be
Actually,
okay. Yes.
no, never mind.
No. That is going to be 1 blunt, as you feel you see Witchblade coming down, and you go up to try and parry her claw coming in, but she is seemingly already ready for your move as she feints you, and instead the claw comes up from underneath and clasps around your ribs. You, and you are grappled.
Get your claws off me.
Get that fucker out of here.
Is it my turn after that, or is she doing more things?
So Witchblade is not, but Madam Mo and the putty still have to go. So
No.
yeah, so the advantage is you guys all get to go first, which is super cool, but that does mean that then after that everybody else goes.
And they kick us, sir.
And they kick like the football. All right, that sounds cool. Okay, yeah. Actually, yeah, no, that sounds like a good action. Yes, all right.
That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you say so.
So you hear Madame Woe sort of floats up higher in the room again, like this sort of ethereal ghost, and you hear her kind of echoing through the building, almost all around you. It's like, you think that you're beyond it, but it's in you too. Sickness. You know it. The feeling of this place dragging you down. That's why you're all here, isn't it? Because you're failures. And she draws out that last syllable. As she does so, this haze of pink smoke emerging from the lips of her mask that settles like a fog all around you, and it is choking. all of you have a poisoned condition where all of your skill checks are going to be 1 die shift down.
Ew.
Yep.
Oh.
As you feel suddenly just very claustrophobic, as if your uniform is too tight. The machinery is boxing you in. Even the town itself is kind of constricting you like a snake. And now the putties are going to beat you up.
Disrespectful.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Hey, yeah, okay. So we're going to first have. Okay, so Kit, you are up here at this point. So
Yes.
all right, you are the furthest up. You are hitting a putty, so 2 of them are going after you. What is your toughness?
It is 15.
15. Okay, so neither of those will hit you. But two putties are ganging up on you, and you are already kind of retreating from them, kind of coughing from the mist that is strangling you. But you are, even though you feel sluggish and constricted in your own body, you are still able to use your power swords to fend off their attacks. And Helen, you had also run up.
I am here.
Yep. And your toughness is?
My toughness is, when morphed, it is 17.
Okay. So one of them will miss you. The other one will hit you for 1 blunt.
How dare. But okay.
Oh, actually, hang on. Interesting. Okay, cool. All right. They have an advantage that I forgot about, but I will not retroactively apply it. I'll just remember it for next round.
If you do it, I'm gonna dodge you.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Oh, and then the NPCs are going to fight each other. Cool. Wallace is still catching up behind you, and has a putty dive in front of him, whom he is currently pulling out his power flail to engage. And at this point, it's the end of the round. Aethelflaed, do you want to make an entrance?
Let's go.
Yeah. So I think from the outside you hear the roaring of mighty engines, and from sort of revving, getting closer, and then crashing through a window on the back of a motorcycle improbably shaped like a shark is the Blue Ranger, Aethelflaed, and she's going to crash through the window. I'm going to try to throw a spear and also possibly the bike.
Okay. Who are you shooting it at?
Through the window, can I straight land on Bitchblade? Witchblade. Sorry. I've been calling her that in my head this whole time.
Yeah, it's fair.
It's who she is inside.
I will let you attempt with a. Let's see. What would be the appropriate skill for that? Take a look. Driving. If you have a driving check, I will allow you to make a driving check for that.
You know I don't. Aethelflaed does not know what she's doing. So I think Aethelflaed's gonna come in, do this thing, and is probably going to leap from the back of this bike, try to make it look cool, while inside her mind she's just screaming, "Fuck this noise!" in Middle French. And I will throw a okay, it's a harpoon. I will throw a harpoon at Witchblade.
Witchblade. Okay.
That's the person I want to murk, and I haven't seen what's going on. So, Madame Woe is the smarter move, but I'm gonna go for Witchblade.
Yeah, I mean, Witchblade does currently have Parker in a claw clench, and you know from experience how much that sucks.
That sucks bad, and I hated it. So let's see. Okay, plus. Oh, I get to re-roll that. That's not great. That's a 14 to hit.
That will not hit, unfortunately.
Okay, it was a cool entrance. Can I land on a putty accidentally? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I'm here now.
Yeah. No, like the both the bike and the harpoon go wide, but it does make a heck of an entrance. There is an explosion from the shark cycle landing, crashing into a piece of industrial machinery that catches fire. The glowing harpoon lands in the ground and illuminates the surroundings in this sort of blue glow. And you land amidst the melee.
Incredible. Do I get the benefit of follow me now that I'm here?
You do.
So that's going to be, it was a 23, so that would be a 19. I'll go after Kit.
Okay.
There
we go. Let's keep track of. All right. In which case, we are going to be at the top of the order with Parker.
So, is Madame Woe still alive?
Yes. Yeah, Madame Woe has sort of floated up a little bit more into the sky, the rafters of the warehouse, after the flaming gash that you gave her, and then emitted that poisonous gas that is choking all of you, on top of the literal actual choking that you were experiencing from Witchblade progressively compressing your ribs.
Fair. Okay, that's right. Well, I guess the first thing I would have to do is escape this embrace.
Yeah.
How would I do that?
I believe that would be a brawn roll.
Unfortunate. All of our die types are downgraded.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have 2 upshifts though from part of the team.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, awesome. Okay.
So it'd be like what, 2 upshifts and 1 downshift. So
yeah,
net
one up.
upshift.
Yeah, 1 upshift.
Yeah. Cool. All right, let's see how we do. I mean, it could be worse. It's a 19 total.
Okay, well, that's not a bad roll.
No.
So... Oh, fuck! I'm sorry. I swear to God, both the D20 and the D6 maxed.
This is why she's a bitch.
Yeah.
Like just flat out. I swear to God.
Well, then I guess I'm just getting hugged.
Yeah, just a little hug, just a little huggy guy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You ain't got any way to like explode.
No, I'm also down to 1 power.
Buddy.
It's okay.
I mean, look, he hit one of the main bosses for 6 damage in
That's
one
true.
go.
Yeah.
That was a not insubstantial percentage of their total health.
True. And I need to save that for when I really need it. Oh, shit. I keep forgetting that we have extra attack.
Oh, and you get a... No, wait, that's a... Shoot. All right, well, all right. I'm gonna... So Wallace tries to assist you, Parker, by attacking Witchblade. But unfortunately, he is unsuccessful, even with an extra die shift up that he gets for an ability. I am going to play it as he is not having a great time right now in this environment. He is trying to attack Witchblade with his power flail, but Witchblade, just with you in her claw, just kind of dodges around him, just kind of like flinging you like a rag doll in the process. And it seems as though Wallace is sluggish, like probably partially because of the poison, but he seems hesitant, afraid, almost. At which point, Witchblade cackles. Have I ever told you how much I hate the color pink? You look so much like the last Pink Ranger I killed.
Oh, shut up.
Do you have a bit of, what's that they call it these days? Internalized misogyny going on there.
Thank you.
I think we're doing some reading since you got back
We
here.
didn't have that. We didn't have that language back in my day, but that sounds like what you're talking about.
This is what you've been doing in the 2 sessions where we haven't seen you.
I've been doing the reading. I found some lovely people. They call themselves socialists.
Oh, you're hanging out on that beach. Okay.
They remind me of the peasant revolts that took over the commons. Those were pretty cool.
They were. Though they say they have nothing to lose with their chains, but I know some people who used to make the chains, and that was actually good work,
Won't someone think of the chain makers?
They should have unionized.
Right, Helen, it is your go.
Cool. I'm gonna 2-hand my Warhammer, and I'm gonna use triple strike attacks, and I'm gonna try to break this bitch's face.
Which one?
Witchblade.
Okay, yeah.
Cause first off, let my buddy go. Second off, shut your fucking mouth. So even with the shift down, that'll be okay. So the first one will be 21 to hit.
Let's double check Witchblade. Yes, that will hit.
Okay. So that's gonna be because it's 2-hand, that's 1 blunt. Second one is gonna be even better. That's 17. That's 23 to hit. Another blunt.
Great.
And then that is 12, 13. That's going to be only 18 to hit.
That'll still hit, actually. So
right. That is another blunt. So that's 3 blunts total.
These blunts, man.
For Witchblade. How's she looking?
Not ideal. Still definitely in the fight, but 3 blunt is 3 blunt she would rather have not hit. So
cool. Well, then I'm going to use my extra attack.
Oh God.
Because I still got more things to do. So I'm going to use the with my extra attack, I'm going to use my grid power power blast. So that's gonna create an unstable bubble that I'm gonna hurtle towards her, which will explode, and the power of that depends on how much power points I spend. I'm gonna spend 2.
Not the croquet attack.
I'm gonna hit her with the croquet attack. So it was just like a 1, 2, 3, and then I bring it around like back like an underhand like strike, and as I do that, that's when the ball forms, and I clip it at her, and I have to do a distance attack, so that I have to use.
And are you shifting your dice down?
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be flat because that means I don't have a die to shift.
Gotcha. Yep.
It'll just be the D20 and then whatever my thing is with the PowerPoints. So that is that's a 20, an unnatural 20.
An unnatural 20.
An unnatural 20 for the big old yellow croquet ball power blast right in her face. 1 damage per power point spent of energy damage. So that's 2. So 2 points of energy damage
that's
for her.
It's not optimal.
How does she look?
Well, tell me what that all looks like. That whole attack sequence.
Yeah. So she's
that just absolute Daigo nonsense.
Yeah. So I just saw these bitches are talking some mad shit. Wallace is having a hard time. They're ragdolling around Parker, and I think Helen kind of like dips around the putty who was like harrowing her, and she comes up with the hammer, and she hits once at the elbow down, and then like turns it and strikes sideways into like her rib cage, and then third hit down on her foot. And then as she brings the hammer around like in a sweep, the sweeping motion is what generates the yellow croquet ball of energy that she then just like clips right into Witchblade's face.
Yeah, and I think Witchblade just sails back through hails of twisted metal as things crumple around her from the force of your attack. Unfortunately, taking Parker.
But did she put him down?
No, unfortunately, taking Parker with her throughout all of it. Parker, you are not 100% positive what it would be like to throw up inside your ranger helmet, but you're pretty sure you shouldn't do it.
Sorry.
But at the moment, Witchblade is sort of kind of trying to pull herself out of this like crater that you have blasted her into, sort of smoking and smoldering, and sparks coming from her robotic arm, and kind of staggering laboredly to her feet.
Just drop him.
And Kit, it is your go.
We still got putties to deal with, right?
Yeah, there are still 5 putties.
Okay.
These putties do also seem a little bit tougher than the ones you fought previously.
Yeah.
They're covered in oil.
They're greasy.
They're slippery.
But they're using the Lord Zed putty stat block.
Gross.
Then I think there's enough people trying to get Parker free, so I'm gonna shift gears and try to clear the rest of the dance floor.
We want to get Parker loose, but also maybe somebody should deal with like literally anything else that's happening right now.
Yeah. I know that putties over time will just be just a nuisance, so I'm gonna try to clear as many putties as I can with the 2 attacks that I have with my power sword. So here's the first one. I rolled a 15.
That will hit.
Yes, I'm using 2 hands, so that's going to be 2 sharp for the nearest putty, and then I rolled a 60 for the second one.
Yep, that'll hit.
Hell yeah. And that's another 2 sharp. So I'm trying to, the 5 that are around me.
Two sharp for both attacks?
Yeah, for both attacks.
Okay, cool. Yep, and the combined 2 attacks will dismember this putty as its clay limbs slop to the ground and sort of dissolve into toxic waste.
Mm. Not on the boots.
Yeah, everything here, just because of, and you the closer you get in to the warehouse, towards the center of this thing, the more everything feels so much more cloying and filthy. There is this sense of rot and rust all around you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
No doubt. Cool.
All right,
Tight.
Aethelflaed, it's your go.
I am going to. I think I'm actually going to target the arm.
Okay.
I want to try to free Parker as best I can. Am I impacted by the poison as well?
So now that you are in it, you do feel it
Curses.
affecting you.
Curses. I am going to still going to do that. Can I roll with can I do something goofy, and because I'm sort of surrounded by this place, can I basically just try to dismantle her arm? Like kind of like run in here with like my Zord tools and be like, bitch, that's my...
Just like unscrew the lug nut that makes it all fall off.
Basically.
I mean, I'm not opposed. I would say it's okay so she's still sort of staggering to her feet, so she's a bit distracted. That'll give you the opening to attempt it.
Okay.
To run in and do it. You can run in. Do you have a technology roll?
I do.
Okay. I will give you a technology roll unfortunately, with a snag, because you were trying to do it under suboptimal conditions.
It's true.
And you are die shifted down because of the poison. So a potentially tough roll.
Yep.
But with great rewards if successful.
Yep.
If you can power through.
It's true. So can I add my science die to it as well? No, it doesn't matter because it's all shifted down. So that's 20 and okay. So that is all together an 18.
Okay. That's with the snag and the die shift down.
That's with the snag and the die shift down.
No, that's still pretty dirt. What was the other roll?
Huh?
What was the other roll?
What does the snag do again? Let me make sure.
It's disadvantage on the d20.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Let me re-roll. Put in the d20 again. Oh, yeah. The other roll would have been a 22.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Sometimes the die be like that. All right, yeah, no, an 18 will be successful. Let me actually double check a stat real quick, what I'm going to compare it against. But no, yeah, that'll beat that. So
a lot of bonuses to doing shit with technology.
No, that is completely fair. No, yeah. So describe what that looks like.
I think what it winds up looking like is Aethelflaed comes running in. She's thrown her lance. She like comes in. She sees Parker hanging there, and I think she just like runs up, like dodges past a putty, pulls like basically like a giant wrench and a blowtorch out from whatever space they keep their stuff when they're in these uniforms, and basically just starts like hooks it in, untwists something, and then sticks like the nozzle of this blowtorch underneath and just starts like firing it. And you just smell super like heated metal and burning flesh as she basically just wrenches on this, mostly to get the claw open, not and potentially to render it difficult to operate.
Mm-hmm.
If I can get it to stick open, that would be sick. But if it just drops Parker, we're good.
Yeah, no, and I think, yeah, what is going to actually happen there is that there is a screech from Witchblade and a twisting and a writhing, trying to pull away from you and manipulate the arm at the same time. And kind of as she does so and is trying to pull away, in a hail of sparks, the entire arm just snaps off. And there is this stump of molten metal and blackened flesh at the end of her shoulder.
I think I'm just going to like look up at her and just say, "Oops."
Well, it is now her go to try and get back at y'all. So
She doesn't have to.
I mean,
I kind of feel like she does, though. Actually, I did just take her whole hand.
as she snarls at the both you and at Parker, presumably kind of freeing himself from the grasp of the severed claw, just says, "So you like playing with fire, do you?"
Did the dragon sigil not give it away? I felt like that was, you know.
What is each of your evasions, both Aethelflaed and Parker?
I don't have that.
I would like it to be toughness.
Unfortunately, it is evasion. Yes.
How do I determine my evasion?
It is 10 plus your speed stat, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, so 15.
Okay.
Mine is also 15.
Okay. Well, she does beat you there. As her eyes flash red, and she conjures from the air a pair of fireballs that both arc out and just explode, immolating both of you for 2 fire damage.
Righteous heart, fire. Nope.
Oh no! Is that a complete fire immunity or a resistance?
Believe it's in me. Let me check, because it ate it all last time, but it might have only done 1 fire last time.
I think it did only do 1 fire last time.
Yeah, let me do a quick look at that.
She got a slight boss upgrade.
That's fair enough. Come on. You know what, you piece of shit, if you weren't trying to run Gemini at the same fucking time or Copilot at the same fucking time.
Yeah, right?
How dare.
It is resistance.
Okay, so in that case, you still take 1.
So I take 1.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
I'm
Parker
immune
takes
to
2.
fear-causing effects.
All right, yeah, so this causes
Okay.
no fear. It just burninates you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't
Ow,
like
ow.
it.
I also don't like it.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And over the flames surrounding you, joining the fire that was caused by the crashing shark cycle, you see her looming over both of you, tattered and battered, just snarling out with absolute hatred. You're both such disappointments to your friends, you know.
It's fucking rude. They're so fucking rude. God. The fuck?
I won't be once I kill you.
You know, fair enough. Yeah, okay.
What do you have to say to that?
Bitch.
Joke's on you. We're more of acquaintances.
Yeah, it's true. These are really more like business associates, actually. We're like co-workers.
But it's like, I don't know what those three got going on, but I'm just like, ugh.
I would say even Wallace is more of an associate.
This is the first time Flade's ever even meeting one.
Yeah.
It's true. Flake's never met Wallace before.
Yep.
Like,
Never
"And
once.
this
I don't
guy."
know this guy.
Double check how much health you actually have. And speaking of Wallace, you hear him cry out in pain as Madame Woe disappears from her perch up in the rafters, teleporting behind Wallace and stabbing him from behind with both of her claws. You can actually see the tips of sharpened blue glass, 8 in all, piercing through the front of Wallace's uniform, pools of red forming around them.
No.
Get off of him. We just got him back.
As you hear her say, I never did get a chance to properly thank you.
That is not how you thank someone.
This bitch every day.
Every day it's something with these bitches.
And now the putty's going to beat you up.
I'm just gonna try.
Well, last round I did forget that they get advantage when at least one of their fellows is also attacking the same target. So at this point,
There's 4 left, right?
yeah, there's 4 left. And at this point, they are basically just fighting you and Kit. All right. So Kit, that is going to be a total of 2 blunt against you.
Okay.
As you are battered down by this combined assault of the 2 putties that you have remaining facing you. You are trying to fend them off, but they just you can't see straight with the poisonous cloud around you, and your defense is starting to fail, and their hits are getting through.
Damn.
These bitches.
I don't got any
That's
questions.
just Helen's entire ever since walking into this room. This warehouse is just full of bitches. Full of bitches.
To the brim, to the roof. That's a lot of dice you're rolling over there, bud.
Well, so for this one, so with you, they actually both rolled really good off the bat. This one, I needed to use their advantage roll, although they didn't actually roll substantially better. Helen, what was your toughness again?
17.
Okay, All right. So the one that had been fighting Wallace joins the fight against you as they try to gang up on you. You are able to fend off one of them successfully, but one of them does manage to sucker punch you for one blunt while you're distracted.
What a bitch. You are now marked for death.
And it's going to be the top of the order with Parker just getting free.
And I think from where Witchblade is like talking to us, talking shit, basically, Parker is gonna like, now that he's freed, is gonna kind of like flip the axe in his grip, the power axe in his grip, and is gonna say, normally I wouldn't hit an opponent who's been disarmed. So maybe I'll just play you something instead, and then I will hit the power cord that unleashes the power axe's energy attack.
Nice.
And we'll see how that goes. I did just upgrade targeting with this most recent level that we got, so.
And I think you can take a shift up from that because of power focusers, since I am
Ooh.
hanging out with you guys.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that is natural 20s don't give us anything in this, right?
No, yeah.
Okay, so that's still 22.
Well, they might, but we haven't been playing it that way, and I'm not going to start now, so.
That's fair. Yeah, shift up to D6, so 22. I think, unless there is... Yeah, there's no benefit from...
That'll hit regardless, so.
Okay, cool. Then in that case, it is energy 3.
Cool.
I can only do that once per encounter, though.
All right, tell me what that looks like.
Yeah, it is a focused, like, it is basically just that. It's a, he, like, flips the axe into, like, the guitar mode, and it doesn't have actual strings, but it has the lines running up, kind of approximating it, and he slams his fist down like it's a power cord, and it just sends from the body of the axe this, like, concentrated blast of red energy flying out into Witchblade.
All right, and it explodes, and Witchblade is once again sent sailing backwards, smoking and smoldering for the second time, and not looking super hot.
I think that's only one attack, though, so
Okay.
we have extra attack now. We're high enough
Yep.
level.
Yeah.
So, yeah, then I think I'm just gonna like follow it up, basically. And bring the axe down, like kind of leap after, and try to bring the axe down. And this is where all of my really good shit comes into play, but not damage shit, unfortunately. That's like a 27.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, but it is only for one blunt.
I mean, that is fair. As at this point, Witchblade pulls out a sword and tries to deflect your attack, but you swing upward and sever Witchblade's other arm.
It's just a flesh wound.
As Witchblade sort of falls to her knees, sparks flying out of the severed stumps. And then Helen, it's going to be your go.
Where's Wallace's turn?
Oh, you are right. Thank you so much for reminding me.
He's not dead yet.
It's true. He's not.
No.
Where's our boy? Bring him back.
Well, he failed to escape a grapple, so unfortunately he's going to bleed. Bleeding is what he's going to do instead.
It's okay, Wallace. We'll come get you.
Thank you for reminding me to at least give him an attempt. I'm keeping track of a lot of people right now.
That's fair.
That's fair.
That's why I said something.
Yes. No. Thank you. Okay. Now it's your go. Thank you for waiting your turn, Helen.
Yes. So I'm gonna deal with this putty. So there's still the 4 putties. So I'm gonna
Yeah. Two are fighting you. 2 are fighting Kit.
Yeah. I'm gonna rock 'em, sock 'em. Which is mighty. 18 for the 1.
That'll hit.
That is gonna be. Gotta scroll all around this thing. It's gonna be a blunt 1, and then I'm gonna hit it with the second one. That's gonna be. That's gonna be a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, so that'll also be a blunt. Then he's still up.
Yes.
All right, then 3rd hit for the 1 guy. That is probably not gonna do anything because that is a 2 on the die, which only brings me up to 12.
Yeah, won't quite do it.
Okay. So those don't hit. And then I'm gonna use my extra attack though. Instead of attacking.
You have so many attacks.
Helen's just whipping around here.
Whipping and flipping.
Whipping and flipping.
And skipping.
And skipping.
And skipping. Skedaddling.
Scoop.
I'm going to, with my extra attack though, I'm going to shoot Madame Woe from where she's got Wallace with the Blade Blaster. Which, let me double check what that'll be with my targeting. That's going to be flat because of the shift down though. So, okay, but that still might hit 15, 21.
That will hit.
Okay. Then Madame Woe gets shot with energy 1.
Okay.
And that is my turn. That is what Helen is up to.
All right. You batter this putty that is in rough shape, but is still trying to kind of regenerate its form. And indeed, you fire off a bolt with your blade blaster. You said
yes.
With your blade blaster that strikes Madame Woe. She fucking shoot Madame Woe in the back. As she just sort of slumps over Wallace, snarling.
Gross! Get off him!
Your claws are like fully embedded in him.
Gross! Get off him!
Yeah.
My statement stands.
All right, Kit, it's gonna be your go.
Okay. I'm worried about Wally, so I'm gonna spend my free action to do a "You got this," so that I can give him 4 temporary health till the end of our combat scene. And I'm just gonna just tell Wally. Calling out to Wally, I'm gonna just say, remember, Wally, we're a team and we're doing this together, so you can do this. And then I'm gonna turn back and I'm going to again double strike these putties and try to get rid of their asses.
Remember the trust fall, Wally.
Remember the trust fall. We didn't do a whole 4 hours in the rain for you to die here. Fuck. Oh, I got a reroll, so I can reroll that. Thank God. My first strike was a 6. which is not gonna hit. But my second strike will be better. With a dirty 20. For 2 sharp at the putties.
All right. And similar to Helen's attack on the last one, you have damaged it, but it is still standing.
Why won't you die?
Well, so at
so
this point,
beefy.
there's 4 putties up, 2 fighting each of you. One of which is badly damaged, but still staggering zombie-like towards you, and then another one that is undamaged.
Okay.
And Aethelflaed, it's your turn.
I think how fucked up is Witchblade looking at this exact moment in time?
Pretty messed.
I think I'm just gonna stab her.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna take my spear and put it through her neck.
Okay.
If then I can do that. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
I'm not even gonna make a roll for it. It's a coup de grace at this point.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically what that winds up looking like is she just it's a very like Saint George and the Dragon.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah.
Thing. Sort of like she like puts her boot on her shoulder, like where the sparks are coming out, and just stabs the long spear into the side of her neck. And then like whips it out with the spray of red blood and green hydraulic fluid.
Yeah.
Sparks, Della.
Sparks. Tungsten. So much tungsten.
Red and green sparks, but sparks.
And
No blood.
Well, and also the stuff that we just described. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, it's a Brendan game. It was going to get goopy at some point.
I was gonna say it's never gonna make it past the censors, Brendan.
Yeah. But it would surprisingly fly in Japan. I'm watching a lot of Sentai, and there's some bits where I'm like, shit, man.
Damn. If I can do a second thing.
Okay.
And this is a thing I will probably continue doing on my next turn.
Okay.
What I'd like to do in a very shenanigansy anime way is I would like to pull out my spear and then start spinning it around like a giant fan to clear the poisoned air. Because there is that window, there is a cross current now from that window that I busted through on my shark cycle.
You know, I will confess, when you lay the math out like that, yes, you can begin to clear the air.
Cool.
Yeah, it will not fully clear as of yet, but you are beginning that process.
Okay, cool. So there's a whooshy noise behind all of us, as Aethelflaed is a fan. I'm a big fan.
She's so much more like tactical long term than the 4 of us.
I'm the support character. I'm the Blue Ranger, man. This is what I do.
Also, you've been doing this a lot longer.
I've also been doing this a lot longer than you guys.
Okay, an interesting concept. Interesting. Intriguing. Yeah, okay, I think that you're gonna see Madame Woe, because at this point Witchblade's done. Madame Woe is going to start rising up once more, ghost-like, towards the rafters. At this point, carrying Wallace with her.
Unacceptable.
Blood dripping down his boots. and you see her hair once again like is growing long. It's like almost like waves of water, almost like the surf. There is this like tidal wave of stringy black hair that cascades down from her and tries to entangle all of you. Everyone, please make me either an athletics or an acrobatics check.
It's gonna be acrobatics because if I do athletics, then that's flat.
It's going to be athletics.
Oh,
no, that's a D2 on both of those. So
Can't-
that is a flat roll.
Eli, don't you have a reroll thing that you took with one of your level ups?
It. I already used it last round.
I got a 23.
I rolled a 6.
I got a 13.
Okay, and what did Helen get?
With a natural 20, I got a 20.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I felt like asking just for the sake of it. I never really had any doubt.
Helen is fast as fuck, boy.
Yeah, and so both Helen and Parker are able to backflip up onto the top of the machinery as the shadows below you. At this point, Aethelflaed has managed to mostly clear the pall of poison that was hanging over the floor, whipping it out of the window, but it has now been replaced by this cascade, this ocean of hair spilling forth like a waterfall from Madame Woe. Everywhere on the floor has kind of become congealed shadow and grasping hair that for both Kit and Aethelflaed, who are still on the ground, has crept up your legs and is threatening to smother you. Trying almost to drag you down into it, to drown you in it.
No.
Ew.
No. No. No, I don't like it.
Yeah. So you two are grappled.
Okay.
That happened.
That happened.
And
No,
now the putties are going to beat you up.
No, it's fine. God damn it.
Fuck those guys.
Hate these guys.
Guys. Watch the damaged one's gonna crit.
Got some fucked up advantage thing where they get advantage whenever they're damaged too much.
Well, no, I think they just get the advantage when they're more
When
than
they're
one
both attacking
targeting
the
the
same
same
target.
person.
So they get the equivalent of like pack tactics.
I don't like that. I don't like the idea of them as pack animals. It makes sense, but it also unsettles me.
I feel like they're much more like a swarm. It's or
I mean-
maybe
I mean-
a murmuration.
I mean, it's not that. Okay, what was your toughness again?
Me?
Yeah.
15.
Okay. All right. One of them does not hit you. The other one does for one blunt.
Thank God.
As they both also kind of like almost like the hair doesn't seem to be affecting them as much, but they're still kind of like wading through it, and they kind of just like throw themselves on top of you, trying to kind of help like drag you down into the morass.
That's okay.
As you do, you can kind of almost hear like Madame Woe's voice, like almost like she's whispering directly into your ear through the helmet. Just, coming home was a mistake. You'll never escape. You'll never. Everything you do will fail. I'll make sure of it. You're going to stay here and rot with the rest of them.
That hurts a lot. That's worse. I would rather the putties just beat the shit out of me. Don't say that.
Is there psychic damage in this game?
Yeah, right.
No, just in real life.
And then, so Aethelflaed, since you were the other one on the ground, you were the other one that the two remaining putties are going to be trying to attack. Helen was able to flip skip out of there.
Yeah.
And the putties can, if the putties were not themselves kind of wading through the hair, they might try to flip skip out, but they can't. So they're just going for the target of opportunity.
Fair enough.
Flip, skip, skedaddle.
Skip, skadoot. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, okay. Assuming a 20 beats your toughness.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, so similarly, one of them does not hit you, the other one hits you for 1 blunt.
Okay.
As these two are kind of trying to do the same thing, just kind of piling on and like drowning men pull you under.
Okay.
And again, similarly, you hear this voice. Killing her won't bring them back. You'll always be alone.
I feel like I think she's sort of like, I'm a 10th century lesbian. I really don't think you. Yes, correct.
Well, I tried.
You get points for trying.
It's like you can't.
It's like, tell me something new.
Yeah,
I'm a 10th
I feel like a lot of it's been said.
What is that? What is that one meme where it's like they get like the overly ambitious Pride Month advertisement that came out, and somebody responded to it and they were like, I would rather you just call me a slur.
Yeah.
Look, I'm trying to improvise devastating shit for 5 different people. They're not all going to be winners.
I appreciate that. You're doing great.
Honestly, that really means a lot. Thank you.
I hope it does. Could you put that young lad down? No.
Stop dangling him.
Stop
dangling that child.
All right, going to be the top of the order with Parker.
All right. Well, I'm going to take a stance and point directly at Madame Woe and say, I've had it up to hair with you.
Pretty good.
Damn.
Let's put them together.
All right.
So I'm going to do a contingency action.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure we're all going to make it, but when enough of us are nearby each other, we're going to do it. I would like it if it could be all of us. Some people are tied up at the moment, but basically the way that it works is when everybody has moved, I guess it's the end of the round, basically, because it's when everybody has moved adjacent to you and taken a contingency action, then it happens.
Yeah.
So everybody who can get to me by the end of the round, we're going to do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Sounds good. And when you get a die shift up.
If you're gonna let him get free and then drop him, that's fucked.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm trying to think of how he's gonna get free. He
okay,
got
because I
free.
saw that face and I was like, "Don't you dare!"
No. I'm trying to improvise something cool. I'm trying to figure out what would be a cool guy way of doing this. I think basically he's trying to follow Parker's lead and do a pun, but he's not as good at puns. But I think okay. We're gonna see if this scans or not. Kind of rasping out to Madame Woe, but you can still hear it because the camera is like fixed in on him. Man, you really need a manicure. And he is going to lift his legs up and kick off of Madame Woe. In the process, snapping her glass nails off of her fingers inside of him, and is going to flip through the air. Doesn't make a hero landing, more just kind of like lands in a heap. Next, yes, you can. Yes, absolutely, you can catch him because you see like he makes the jump, but he's weakened from blood loss and is not going to stick that landing. And you can grab him as he reaches you.
I got your 8, Wally.
Amazing. Was that one good?
It's
was
a higher number, so I assume.
Like, no, the manicure thing was that.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
I think I thought it was pretty good in the moment.
Make a ranger out of you yet?
And next is going to be Helen.
What would happen? Just out of curiosity.
We love when sentences start that way.
What would happen if I just called my Zord now? And if I just start tromping around on her hair and the putties in my Zord?
You'd miss out on forming the group weapon.
Yeah,
my hammer works really weirdly with the group weapon anyway, so the two of you can form one.
I would say no, it doesn't. It just does damage equal to the participants.
Okay.
Yeah, you sense at this point that your Zord wouldn't respond. Nobody's big yet, so your
uninterested if nobody's big.
Your Zords are. It has this whole thing in the book where it says that Zords won't respond if it's not like a certain level of threat, and it basically boils down to your Zords are picky. They're really snooty about fighting shit that is smaller than them. They're like, no, it's not big. No, it's not. It's not big. I'm not coming. It's not big.
Oh, darling, I don't get out of bed for anything less than 60 feet high.
I guess I guess it doesn't want to stomp on some putties. I guess no. I will. I guess I will not page the Zord. So Helen's
we'll get there. Don't worry.
Yeah, Helen's gonna leap across to get to Parker and Wallace. As I go, though, I'm gonna take some shots with my blade blaster down at the putties who are like jumping on my friends.
Okay. Which ones? The ones attacking Aethelflaed or Kit?
I have blaster focusers also, so everybody should be taking a shift up on their blasters as well.
Cool. Ooh. And the poison has dissipated, so you're no longer taking that shift down.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna say let's start with one of the ones fighting Kit and see where that leaves us first. Okay, 15. 24 to hit.
Okay, that'll hit.
So that is 1 energy on the one that Kit's been fighting.
Mm-hmm.
The one that was battered but not fully dead. Is it still there?
Nope, that is vaporized.
Okay.
It explode.
So then that leaves 2 or 3 left?
3 left. 3 left, one of which is damaged.
Okay, I'll go for that one because that's the only way I could probably
Sure,
do
yeah.
anything because they're pretty beefy fuckers. 19?
That will hit.
Okay. One more energy.
All right, that will explode it.
Yep. So I think it's one of those things where it's like Helen's like on a piece of machinery like across, and she does one of those like flips that's like it would be a cartwheel, but it's no-handed because it's in the air and just shoots and then lands.
Pew, 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 pew. And yeah, both Kit and Aethelflaed, you feel the weight on you lessen as these yellow energy arcs from Helen's blade blaster destroy and vaporize one of the putties on each of you as they crumble and are sort of consumed down into the hair.
Nasty.
Gross.
I mean, I guess it's like a deep conditioning thing for her. Like, is that like
it's like a mud bath, you know?
Yeah.
You could tell I've never been to a spa. So that's going to be Kit. Your go.
If I'm grappled, do I have to get out of the grapple first before I can do anything?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to try to get out of the grapple.
All right, give me a brawn.
It's a straight roll.
I believe in you. No.
It's a 4.
Plus what? What's your strength?
Plus my strength?
Yeah, you're supposed to be adding that.
Oh, I'm supposed to be adding that? Oh, well then it's a 9.
Okay. It doesn't get you out, unfortunately.
No.
Yeah. So, yeah, you struggle mightily, but it's like swimming against the tide. You can feel this oceanic undertow just dragging you down. And Aethelflaed, same thing, escaping the grapple.
okay? Is that so? That's brawn, not might.
It's brawn, yeah.
Brawn. Okay. So that's a straight roll, and that's not great for me. Oh, that's actually great for me. That's a 21.
Okay.
I rolled an
Get up
18
here.
on the die.
Yeah, you are able to pull yourself free of the hair and the putty and are able to move freely.
I am going to run up to Wally and use my grid power heal to heal him for some damage.
Okay.
Let me do a quick look and see how much damage I can heal. Each power spent heals 1 damage. So I will heal him of 2 damage.
Hey, everybody out there in chat. If somebody donates 9 British pounds right now, I will let Kit go.
Freebie!
Hold on.
Do it now!
Do it now.
Help!
Just for just 9 great British pounds. You
9
two,
pounds?
you can free Kit from this hairy predicament.
I cannot do it. This charity will not let me donate. But I would. Know that
That's
I would.
wild.
Every time. It has
What
never allowed me to donate.
Oh, it is looking weird on my screen. What is happening?
Yeah,
There
just
we
have
go.
fun.
Thank you,
Rip
Forrest
it, rip
Rice.
it, baby.
Thank you.
Slop that
Thank
down,
you
dude.
for 9 great British
Yeah,
pounds.
dude, crack one for
Look
the
at that.
big boy.
Thank you for the extremely nice donation.
Bless you.
And yes, at this point, yes, Kit, you feel this drawing on an inner reserve of strength. You are able to free yourself.
Hell yeah. I'm crawling out of shit.
Helen will reach down to pull you up onto the machine with
Mhm.
us.
I hit the bottom of the pool and I kicked up.
Come here.
So then-
Thanks.
If everybody spends 1 power,
I got a power.
Here's power. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I spent mine.
Please have a power in this trying time.
Have a power. Let us shoot her.
then I think we make the more powerful version of our combined weapon.
Hell
Which I'm thinking maybe is the siege crossbow.
Yeah, okay, all
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, just the power ballista.
Mhm. Yep.
Hell yeah.
God, I want that in real life. Like, okay, that's just a rail gun. Yeah, we knew that already.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A rail ballista. Yeah, you know.
Rail, yeah.
But I feel like it's kind of like our other combined weapon, which was another crossbow of some kind, but I can't remember what we called it. But I feel like it has this like longer centerpiece thanks to Aethelflaed's spear.
Mhm.
And then I want to say maybe we launch the head of Wally's flail.
Yeah, like the chain, you kind of like wind it back.
Yeah.
And then
Mhm.
fire the spiked head as like a cannonball. Yeah.
Yep.
Covered in like fireballs and energy and stuff. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, so who's shooting, Tex?
Good question.
What is the skill?
Targeting.
It's shooting the same as anything, but
So
you do get
targeting.
+2. And I believe that's a +2, not a shift up 2, which is weird. In this
I
case.
It says plus, not arrow.
It says gain an additional 2 to hit using your attack traits and abilities. Oh no, that is an up. That is you shift up twice.
Okay, so
it's got a little arrow next to it.
So
Yeah, but it doesn't translate to the PDF. That's why it's not there.
Gotcha.
It's targeting, which is speed, and I have a +6 to that.
I have a +5 to speed, and I can re-roll 1s and 2s with targeting.
It's pretty good. Also, I don't think you add your value. I think it's just dice type.
Okay, yeah. For
no,
targeting, I have a D6.
It's D20 plus stat plus skill die. That's what.
I've been rolling a lot higher than.
I've been rolling, same. I've not been doing it that way.
That's what it says.
I thought it was just dice types.
I think I may have said that early in the game, which I think is how I thought it worked, but maybe I misread it.
I don't know.
Oh well, last session.
Yep.
All right.
But either way.
Julia, what's your targeting die?
Right now it's the D2, but if we shift up, it would be to the D6.
Mine's at a D6, so if we shift up, it would be D10.
Roll that shit, Aethelflaed.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Hell yes. All right. Roll and roll. Oh, that, was not actually all that great, unfortunately. That's going to be an 18. Wait, no. That's going to be a 23.
Okay, cool. That is the better of the two numbers that you told me.
Yes.
So that will hit. Yes.
Cool. Yes. So with the 23.
All right. How much does that do? Like what? So it's an additional 1 energy per participant.
I think that's what.
Sorry. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's an energy damage per participant. So 5 for us.
5 energy. Cool. Well,
try this bitch.
That's plenty as this energized ball and chain is flung, catapulted from this power crossbow through the air to the exposed Madame Woe hanging in the air. And this tremendous explosion of energy as she falls, immolating into this sea of her own hair that continues it in itself to catch fire and spread out around you.
That probably smells awful.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so it's pretty bad.
Burning hair.
Yeah.
Burning hair and the smell of rot.
You can hear the howling of the wind from outside as Madame Woe's rasping voice croaks out. Master, please accept this humble offering.
Ooh.
And the roof of the warehouse is torn off by these hurricane force winds. The rain pours in from above you, extinguishing the flames and filling the air around you with smoke that rises up and mingles with the heavy, pendulous black storm clouds. The tower floating inexplicably above you joins with this plume of towering smoke, joining the blackened sky as the face that you thought you had seen forming previously comes entirely into view. A face that almost dwarfs all of Grail Cove beneath it, staring down at you. Pale, scarred, chitinous hair all around it. As you look upon this new and terrible threat, we are going to take a short break.
Ah.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was such a big thing for such a long time, and once again, I have to stress, Lysenko fucked it up for everybody.
For everyone.
Yeah, I shouted this out. So I was researching something completely unrelated, and I was listening to something, and I learned that Lysenko somehow continued to have his position for much longer than I thought that he did, and I was like, wait, fucking Lysenko? I just yelled it out in the middle of the apartment. Aaron is like, I'm sorry, who? What are you? Why? First off, you're never this mad about anything. Also, who the fuck is Lysenko? And it's like, okay, story time. Dude's fucking dead, but he should have been dead a lot sooner. And it's a baby. Oh, Frodo. Frodo would never promote pseudoscientific theories and send his academic rivals to the gulag and also have a non-zero culpability in the Holodomor.
Well,
Frodo would never do that.
He might. I think he might be part Bengal.
Yeah. Frodo would never set the field of epigenetics back decades. Oh.
Also, he doesn't know what a gulag is.
But if he did,
I was gonna say, is that when he has to go in baby jail? Is that
he might have? Yeah, he spent most of the day in baby jail.
Oh, spent the day in baby gulag.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh. Breaking rocks and baby gulag.
Yep.
There's a certain ring to that. I'm gonna have to use that. The breaking rocks and baby gulag.
Breaking rocks and baby gulag. The classic blues song.
Breaking rocks and baby gulag.
You gotta have more fuck. I knew what that Russian stringed instrument was until I tried.
Yeah.
Until I tried to say it.
The long thin one?
Yee.
Oh.
My brain is supplying me with the word zither, and it's not that. Chat, help me.
Yeah.
Chat, help me. I don't want to use Wikipedia right now. Anyway.
Yep.
I can't.
Look at that.
Sorry.
Occupied. Look at
Well,
it.
It is the.
I understand.
Oh, the young.
I'm gonna put the spelling in the chat because I can't say that word.
Balalaika. There you go.
Oh, okay, yeah, balalaika. All right. I thought we were talking about something much weirder. Aaron plays balalaika.
That's what.
Well, okay. She would be mad if I said that she has played balalaika. She'd be mad if I said that she plays balalaika.
Okay.
That's what Baymax says after the fist bump in Big Hero 6. Balalaika.
Frodo hated that.
He did.
Everyone hated that.
Everyone hated that. Callous art haters typing.
So, this. All right. Very serious scene. Okay.
Guy.
As you are staring up at this now fully formed face, larger than you could have. You face some large things now, but nothing quite as just something that truly seems to dwarf you in proportion as this. You have this sense of pressure and almost that kind of like stomach turning awe that you get almost at like the precipice of like an incredibly deep chasm, staring up at this thing. It opens its mouth, revealing these yellowed teeth of titanic proportions, and you can smell on the wind its stale breath, like something that has not spoken in eons. Malice metastasized, bitterness bloom in a garden of gloom. I'm going to like this world.
That last part didn't rhyme.
Terrible song.
Terrible song.
We would know.
And as you say that, you see its enormous eyes turn directly to you. And you I don't know if you've ever experienced something quite like being noticed by something so much larger than you. And its pupils dilate almost into like black holes that could swallow a building. It says, Power Rangers. My favorite. As it exhales this cloud that covers Grail Cove, and you can hear the screaming of people in the streets as they choke on this miasma. And it swirls around you, and your visors seem to protect you, but it collects with the smoke from the burning wreckage that surrounds you, and from it you can see something start to move, to churn. This mass of toxic waste and ash and smoke and hair and clay and everything that was in this building sort of lurches upward slowly, getting to its feet and seeming to grow larger with every inch that it rises, taking shape, being molded by the breath descending on it, shaped by it. And you see things almost familiar, but not. This twisted amalgamation, painful looking. These bodies forcibly pushed and twisted into a knot of Witchblade and Madame Woe. now enormous and somehow merged. And now it stands beneath the face, in turn looking down at you, rasping and breathing in pain. It seems like its very existence is somehow agonizing. As the face speaks once more to say, "Woe Blade, kill them." With all respect to the late great Robert Axelrod, I can't really do the voice as well.
You're doing great, buddy.
Pour one out for the great one.
You're doing something upsetting and
something.
unsettling.
Hey,
You're doing something
honestly,
upsetting.
great guy.
I feel the vibe.
I had hot dogs with him. I ran a red light with him in the back of my Toyota Camry. Honestly, real G.
This one goes out to you, bud.
This one goes out to you, buddy, up in heaven.
Up in heaven.
Uh,
May you
also the
run
voice of
red
Wizard
lights and
Mon.
Toyota Camrys.
Ah,
A real one.
real one.
The realist.
So, what are you guys gonna do?
I feel like we should probably summon a Zord about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think now is the
Sword
time
time.
to like call them boys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Time for the Zords.
Right. Electric guitars wail.
Yep.
Where what
Phoenix Zord comes down from the sky.
the
What's Wallace's Zord?
I was gonna say, where does it come from?
Yeah.
They're actually gonna say, Wallace actually kind of almost looks at you guys in confusion, like, I don't know what to do.
Well, first give us a hug.
Okay, not too hard though. Not too hard.
I did heal him for 2.
You did. But he did also like break off a bunch of glass inside of him. That's probably not great.
True,
Not
true,
ideal.
true.
He probably should get that looked at some
Like-
point.
We gotta
Shut
work fast to get that out of his lungs before that
Like-
becomes like permanent.
Yeah, it's fine. And yeah, Mirrodin can fix him. Probably, maybe.
It's like,
Maybe he'll get a proboscis out of it. You know.
oh, it's like you feel it in your heart. You feel it in your heart. You feel it.
I feel
in what-
something in my heart. I do think one of them. I think one of the slivers did actually hit.
You
one
feel
of
it with the
vegetables.
rest of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally we all just kind of like say it at the same time. Just Phoenix Zord. Like, yours.
Okay. Well, I guess it. Manticore Zord.
Phoenix Zord. No. All right, let's try it
Okay,
again.
All right. Okay.
On 3.
3. Okay, wait. On 3 or after 3?
On 3.
And meanwhile,
On
like,
3.
Woe Blade is like stomping towards you. Okay, all right, guys. Like 3, 2, 1.
Phoenix
Manticore
Zord.
Zord. Yeah. Okay. I think I felt something that time. I think that worked.
Meanwhile, my Zord is like dusting itself off in the quarry, just coming on through.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I think from a gigantic bog somewhere that is somehow inexplicably also near Grail Cove. Rising up out of the bog is a tremendous robotic manticore.
Gotta have bogs, man.
This kind of lion shape with a vaguely human-like face and a big scorpion tail.
We're gonna use that tail when we merge.
I mean, obviously.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bring that tail over here.
And to start, charging in towards the city.
Are we just gonna morph like into one big Zord immediately? I don't think we should even fuck around with the separate pieces.
I agree. We never have before.
Agree.
Yeah.
I kind of agree.
The one time
We
did.
did
when
one
first
time.
got them.
Yeah.
We did do that one time.
We-
But that's how it goes in the show. You do it once, and then every other time you just do the Megazord.
Yeah,
I
pretty much.
have
Yeah,
not been
yeah.
able to do the Megazord yet.
It's true.
So I'm looking forward to it.
Do you want to try to just go straight to your final form?
Yeah, let's
Yeah, I think so.
let's not fuck around.
Let's get big.
Okay.
Let's skip straight to finding out.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we know what the rampant Megazord looks like.
The heraldic Megazord.
Heraldic Megazord, that's right. Yes, the heraldic Megazord. Which I guess would make this then the next form would be like the heraldic Ultrazord.
I was thinking this one might be the rampant Megazord.
Rampant Megazord. Okay, that also works. I was kind of thinking, and Della, let me know what you think about this, about how to integrate the dragon and the manticore into it. I was kind of maybe picturing like the manticore kind of like splits into like 3 pieces as it sort of transforms. 2 of the pieces kind of like attach to the Megazord's arm as like these like big like gauntlets, and the other set sort of becomes like a like saddle on the back of the Dragon Zord.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That then the rampant Megazord, the sort of the heraldic Megazord, sort of like ride like then like has like the dragon as like a mount.
Oh hell yeah!
I love that. Can the tail of the manticore tail like straighten and become a lance?
Yeah, sick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sick, yes.
I mean, I would figure rather be a lance, or it would just sort of like shoot out like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat style, like out of one of the gauntlets.
I feel like if we got him out, we got to joust.
It's true. It's true. You got to
joust.
You do raise a compelling point.
We started with the scene of the jousting at the Ren Fair. We must end with the jousting.
You do the maths. That is all I can say. Yeah.
State Sport of Maryland.
You put that Chekhov's joust in there.
It's true.
Got to come back.
Quick salute to the flag in Della's background.
Yep.
Yes.
With all of its weird history.
But we don't have time for all that.
We really don't.
I did have a client that'd be like, which how is that, how have you hung that? Is that Baltimore or Calvert in the top corner? And I'm like, it's Baltimore, we're okay.
Yeah.
Settle down
now. All right, and I think we have all 5 of you up in the cockpit for the first time.
Yes.
It's like in that like V formation.
Yeah. And you are now facing down this abomination, this abominable amalgamation of Madame Woe and Witchblade, Woeblade, as the face called it.
I hate that.
And again, I picture this as you sort of like on your mount, lance lowered over the like blackened sky over you, sitting in the background, Woeblade in the foreground, with the sky also just kind of being completely taken up by the face that is staring and sneering at you.
So it's a little bit the view of that like game that the Chewbacca and Luke were playing on the Millennium Falcon.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Well, Brendan, with your permission, could we have had Wallace contribute a second enhanced melee attack to our Megazord?
Yeah, I think that sounds great.
Hell yeah. Perfect. So I imagine we're gonna joust.
All right, let's do it.
Gonna joust.
Let's do it.
Trying to think of a cool name.
Lancelot.
It's very good. It's very good.
No. I know what it fucking is. I know what it fucking is. Okay, somebody says it's like, but the Lancelot, and then Parker, you know what you have to say. What about the?
Oh no!
You might have to say it. I don't know. Put me on the spot.
Oh, actually, no. You know what? Tell you what. Wallace is going to suggest it. What about the Lanceless?
I thought that's where you were going, and I was like, I like that. we want to workshop it. I feel like it doesn't exactly strike fear into the hearts of our enemies.
We can write room this later.
Yeah. We could just call it like. We could just call it like the Manticore Tilt or something like that.
You know, it's actually not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad actually. As everyone's like up in the cockpit, like, oh no, yeah, no, I like that. That's pretty good. As like Wobbly is marching towards you.
Stop.
No, I like that. Okay, yeah, okay.
Aethelflaed's just watching. She's like, "This is what
I'm
these
sorry.
kids
Are
do."
we doing this, or are you
Yeah.
busy? Or I'll come back another time.
Trying to solidify the brand. The brand is everything.
You don't understand. This is important.
All right, let's go.
Hell yeah.
Do the Manticore Tilt.
The Manticore Tilt. It feels like Wally should roll this since
I guess that's fair.
it's his attack. So it is. So it's his might, I guess, and it doubles the normal amount of damage that would be done by that sword's attack,
Okay.
which I think is usually 2 of something.
Great. Okay, that'll hit.
Manticore Tilt.
How much damage does that do?
So it's probably, I think base Zord damage is like
Yeah.
2 of something.
I think it is,
So
yeah.
it would double it to 4.
4, okay.
Whatever it, so it's probably like 4 sharp or something.
All right, yeah, and I think you are charging on the dragon. Each gallop kind of like giving you like some air. As Woblade also charges for you. Actually, itself sort of like dropping to all fours and kind of loping towards you, and you spear it almost like a wild boar, and all of its several mouths shriek at you.
All of its several mouths
mouths.
shriek is just
Yeah.
a good phrase. I like it a lot.
It's a wonderful,
actually.
disconcerting sentence. Not gonna lie.
That's pretty much what I bring to these games. If I'm
I
being
like the
honest.
implication. I like the implication that there are secret mouths we don't know about, because you didn't say both of their mouths.
No.
You said all of their several mouths.
All
which,
of their several mouths.
Which I'm
Could
guessing
be
is all of
2,
the
it could be
putties.
more.
I was gonna say, I'm guessing it's all the putties who they also slurped up when they.
Honestly, I was literally about to originally say both of their mouths, but as it was coming out of my single mouth, I thought to myself, Brendan, that's a rookie number of mouths.
Put a
That's
little
not nearly
spice
enough.
on it.
We gotta get those numbers
You gotta
in
pump
there.
those up. All of their several mouths. Yeah, that's the ticket.
My grandmother has 2 mouths. Come on.
You have wounded the beast, but its horrific stamina is such that it is not defeated. You kind of careen down the highway, and I almost kind of picture doing like an Akira slide, like on the Dragon Zord.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. As in turn Woblade comes about, and I'm just gonna start using his name, as it doesn't actually formally come up yet. Lokar cackles above you from the sky.
This bitch.
This bitch.
So
Wait, like-
that's what I was trying to actually stop from happening, and it looks like it's happened, and so we need to,
Okay, this guy's just a dude from Power Rangers. Like, everybody's just been a dude from Power Rangers that has shown up in the show. No matter how unsettlingly I describe them, I am working from the text.
He's just like, Dark Zordon, right? He's just like evil floating head as opposed
Yeah,
to
basically evil
good
floating head.
head.
Yeah, evil floating head. Yeah,
The world is this tube.
yeah. Yeah.
I immediately heard that to the Smashing Pumpkins opening.
I mean, I will add this to my PowerPoint this presentation if I ever do it. But in Koryu Sentai Zoo Ranger, he's literally just the devil, like the Christian devil,
Hell yeah.
Listen,
the Christian devil who hates dinosaurs.
if
Hell
you
yeah.
do that, that just reminds me that we still have to do the quantum leap.
We do, yes, yeah. Are you there,
PowerPoint
God?
about-
Are you there, God? It's me, Sam.
Because canonically the devil exists, but not God.
The theological implications of the final episode of Quantum Leap.
Are there like creationist implications over the fact that he canonically hates
Oh,
dinosaurs?
dude, it's so weird. We're gonna finish this fight, but man, I'm gonna do a PowerPoint list about it because that show is so fucking weird.
I'll sit there. I'll listen.
Front row, present the
Interesting.
counter.
Yeah,
Exactly. I'm fascinated.
Woblade coming in here for a counterattack.
Interesting. Also, I am mistaken. It is not double the regular damage. It is 3 times the regular damage.
okay.
So it's 6, actually, not
Okay,
4.
that you have wounded it grievously. It is still up, but you have wounded it grievously.
Well,
What?
I was going to... Sorry, go ahead.
No, please.
I was going to say, we also have another new Zord in our formation, which gets to bring a trait. Enhanced range attack is also another option if we wanted to have a Dragon Blast or something like that,
I'm
so that
into
the
it.
Dragon Zord could do
Yeah.
a cool thing.
Cool.
Opens its maw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Woblade is gonna get a counterattack in, but then
I figured.
Yeah.
What is your current evasion? Is it more than 20?
Great question. No, probably
Okay.
not.
Cool. You take 4 energy
Okay.
as each. I was saying shrieking from each. I'm working this. So since I'm now kind of working off script a little bit. All of the several mouths open to shriek once more, and from each of them, this combined sort of like the fireballs of Witchblade and the sort of the eerie blue watery blasts from Madame Woe streak out of them in this hail of energy elemental damage that rains down upon you.
Uh,
I think like you were like it was like literally like raining like napalm on you.
hate that, first of all.
Yeah.
You said 4 damage?
4 damage, yeah.
Okay, so then 4 Zords take 1 damage.
And just because Lokar's kind of a little piece of shit.
We don't even have dinosaurs. What is he doing here?
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay. Lokar does not hate dinosaurs.
The Christian devil.
The literal Christian devil.
That's a great
in
point.
the original Sentai.
That's my
hates
mistake.
dinosaurs.
Yes, that's my mistake.
The devil from the Bible.
Okay. Does a 19 hit your evasion?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to take another 3 energy.
Okay.
Yep. As blue streaks of light sort of, it almost looks like stars emerging, coming from very far away from the depths of these tremendous black orbs in Lokar's skull that get much larger very, very quickly as these comets streak out of the void between existences, between universes and dimensions, to blow you up for 3 more damage. Yeah.
Rude. We did, as a note, we did take core body, didn't we?
I believe you did.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
I was pretty sure that's what Helen contributed.
Yes, that sounds right. I don't know that we ever. Yeah, we double our health. Yeah. So.
Yeah. And now it is your go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
Justin,
had
fucking
fun.
grip it and rip
Thank you so much
it,
for the
baby.
donation.
Slop that
Thank
down,
you.
dude. Shit, yeah, dude. Crack
Getting
one
real
for the
close
big
to
boy.
$1,000.
No.
$16.
Yes, but no.
Real close.
Yes, but no.
No,
Don't
bad
do
news.
it.
I actually threw my fingernail clippings away during the break.
Excellent.
That's good.
Perfect. Perfect.
Bad news.
I will still scream into an envelope
Well,
and send
Yeah.
it somewhere.
yeah.
Actually, I have to send a whole bunch of documents to the IRS. I might do that anyway.
It's extremely fair. Okay, yes. So back to us.
Yep.
Right. Let's see here. Yeah, so if we want to do enhanced ranged attack and give the Dragon Sword something, it's basically exactly the same deal. It's 3 times the normal amount of damage, which is probably 2 energy.
Yeah, Justin,
had
fucking
fun.
grip it and rip it,
Oh.
baby. Slop
You
that
got
down,
there?
dude.
Oh, we got there.
Yeah,
We got
crack
there.
one for the big boy.
$1,000.
Thank
Hello.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Um,
you.
Anyway, just for that, take a die advance up on your next thing. too.
Hey, look at that.
Hey, woo.
Also, suck your
Actually,
toes.
just give actually don't do that. Give it a full edge. Just a full a full edge on that.
Oh, well, the plot thickens.
Oh, damn.
You're from mailing toenails to eating them. Mm.
That was never on the table. I mean, once they arrive at your domicile, what you do with them is beyond my control.
Oh,
But-
no.
But
Truly
yeah, thank
detestable.
you so much. Thank you so much, Watcher, for that donation. Just go ahead and drop your address in the chat, and those toenails will be on their way to you.
Well, I mean,
Immediately.
did you know if you try to type it in that the Twitch will censor it? Did you know? You should try it. See what happens.
Incredible. All right, Della, what does Dragon Blast look like? What is that?
I think honestly, because the dragon is formed as the mount, what it winds up looking like is, so we sort of stabbed this thing like it was a boar, right?
Mhm.
And so it's like at the end of our lance, so it's actually quite close, I think, to the dragon's mouth. So I think the snaky neck just kind of comes around and just roasts it right where we stabbed it earlier. So like taking advantage of that weak point. And it is just a concentrated blast of blue flame. I think it looks more like the flame from an acetylene torch than it does look like a big like gout of fire from like a Hollywood set. I think it really is more just like a concentrated, it's a lance of flame.
All right.
Dragonfire Lance? Dragonfire
Dragonfire
Inferno?
lance.
Dragonfire Lance. Let's do it. So it feels like you should roll that, Della. And you have targeting goodness. So
I do have targeting goodness. Let me
And
see.
go ahead and roll that with an edge, which is advantage.
Okie dokie. So that's
Because we hit 1,000.
yeah. So let's see. That is
so you have a specialization, right?
Oh yeah,
in-
shit. But I don't have the one up from there, so it's going to be a.
Well, what is your specialization? Because it might apply. But
I have a specialization in targeting.
what is it called, though?
Oh,
Normally it says a thing. Like mine is power weapons.
I have no idea. I just have a
Okay.
thing that says targeting.
I mean, I'll give it to you.
All right,
I just wrote a thing.
that's fine. So then what's your targeting at?
So my targeting is a D6.
Okay, so then you roll a d20, a d6, a d4, and a d2, and you add them all together.
Okay.
And you also get to roll that d20 twice and take the lower, or sorry, the higher. The higher of them. Sorry.
Don't be nerfing us. We're fighting a weird melted creature.
So
Melt
that's
it more.
Yeah, I was going to say it's
Yeah.
about to be more melted.
so unfortunately when I rolled that D20, it was a 7 and then an 8. But I did get a total of 18.
Okay. That will Hit.
Hooray!
So then it's probably 2 fire damage tripled. So
Mhm.
6 more.
6.
Yeah. And yeah, I think you just immolate it, and this melted monster melts further as you hear this amalgamated voice of Madame Woe and Witchblade just go, "I'm melting, I'm melting. Oh, what a world!" And
I understood that reference.
and it falls apart back into the pieces, that just the blackened sludge that it was before, becoming merely a small scale environmental disaster, which probably somebody should deal with at some point, but right now there is still the giant floating face to worry about.
This is such a this warehouse district is going to need to be like cordoned off for the rest of existence, basically.
I mean, no, it's fine. Like, Cranston Technologies and SPG, they're all over it. Yeah.
Billy, get out here right now.
And
How do we punch a face in the sky?
so
I was gonna say.
So you go ahead.
I was gonna like in the Megazord kind of turn and point at Lokar and say, "You. I assume you're the head bitch in charge."
I need a supercut of all of us saying bitch all night.
All
I
the
need
time.
it. I need it.
All across all the episodes, just bitch, 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 bitch.
Because he's a head and a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we got it.
That's just in character.
It actually,
That's just Parker turning inside the Zord to talk to the rest of us.
Lokar says, "Oh, I know, I got it." And that.
You gotta get that.
Does a 16 beat your evasion?
Maybe Danny Zords have. It's the highest of
The highest of any of the Zords, yeah.
Yeah, mine does not. Mine.
What did you say it was?
Evasion. So a 16 evasion against any of the Zords.
Let me check my Zord's evasion.
So
Mine
it would
is
be.
mine's 15. So
Mine's
Yeah,
15.
the Zords don't tend to have like great evasion.
Mhm. Yeah,
Mine's 14.
Big robot. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
15.
As you are going to take 3 more energy, as he has once again used this terrible breath weapon against you, and it sort of like sizzles the armor of your Zord as this sort of antithetical entropy, this pure decay sort of strips the paint off of you. And it's your go.
Why don't you come down here and say that to my face?
Is it time for our traditional cape slash?
I
You
think
give it a
Sakura-
shot. It's the only enhanced. Oh no, we have another enhanced thing.
Yeah,
It's
you have the unicorn one as well.
Yeah, we also have kits.
Yeah.
But we could try the Phoenix Fire Slash.
Hell yeah.
Don't know why we wouldn't.
Back to basics.
Yeah,
To the
classic.
roots.
Can we use it on a face?
Yeah, you can use it.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do this then, and I will roll the attack. It's
Scratch him.
Yeah.
Scratch his eyes out.
I'm gonna try. Okay, so that is not great. I mean, it's a 20.
Let me double check.
Does Lokar have stats in the book?
Oh, no, he super does.
Damn.
Yeah.
Base stats.
Yes. His main thing is that he is really gnarly, but he has a thing where whenever he takes damage, he might potentially like get banished back to his own dimension.
I like that.
Yeah. So a 20 will actually just barely do it. He has an evasion of 20.
Jesus Christ. All right. Phoenix Fire / Swirl the Cape. Flames coming off of the edge of the bladed feathers for 6 fire damage.
All right. Just matters. And oh my god. Right. You use your cape slash, your classic move, your original finisher, and this arc of flame streaks across the sky, splitting the clouds as it goes, and Lokar is cackling as it streaks towards him, clearly unconcerned, except when it makes contact, there is this tremendous flash of light, and you see the entire sky flinch. You see the entire sky just scrunch up in agony, and all at once there is this great thunderclap, and fire burns away the storm clouds, and Lokar's scarred visage begins to fade, begins to collapse back into its constituent phenomena, melting away back into the darkness from whence he came.
Let's go.
We finish the slash and we turn around. The Megazord like turns around. That happens in the background. We don't look at it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We
And,
look at Grail Cove.
Cool guys,
This
don't look at
just
the
the entire
squid.
sky in the background of the Megazord, just sort of like as Lokar's face just like fades away.
strike a Megazord pose.
Yep.
Hell
Deliver the
yeah.
final. So what? No head?
No,
No.
no.
Okay.
Get over.
No.
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 It's too late. It's
No.
canon.
No.
Different one.
It happened.
Is it?
With all of the groaning.
Yeah. We're like smacking Parker from inside the Zord.
It's like,
It's a
why?
vine, you guys. You haven't seen the vine.
I don't know what that means. Can somebody please explain it to me?
You know what? I don't think you actually want to know.
No, I'm hip. I'm cool.
You'd get it if you'd seen the vine. It's funny.
I've seen vines.
In the jungle.
You know.
One of my favorite drinks comes from vines. So I think we cut sometime later, and you are all kind of gathered in the woods by the Renaissance Fair. It is closed for the season. The shops are boarded up. Weather is nice though. It's chilly, but the sun is out, and all 5 of you are sort of strolling back through the woods towards Muradin's tower. It's been now a couple weeks, and it's obviously there have not been any more monsters, and even beyond that, there is this sense as though a pall has lifted. So something deeper has been banished. Like, is that feeling of spring cleaning. But this has defined, at least for the 4 of the 5 of you, really defined your lives, for really changed everything over the course of the last couple of months in a way that you never anticipated. And now it feels like it's over. So I guess the question kind of is, what now?
So, Aethelflaed, you sticking around this time?
I don't really have anywhere else to go. Everyone I know is dead, or evil and in space. So I think I am sticking around.
That's not true. You know us.
That's true. I do know you. And you know what? A mighty fine warrior you are yourself.
You
Hell
can probably you can probably get a good gig at the fair when it opens back up.
I suppose I could do that. I was interested in some of these things I was reading about. There's all sorts of new engineering programs that have come out now, and back in my day, I couldn't use any of the information I got from flying around in a dragon Zord, but I can get away with that now.
It's true.
I don't think anyone's going to burn me as a witch this time.
Oh,
You could do both. There's an off season.
I can do both.
They will definitely pay you at the fair. You are very good at that accent.
Thank you. I practice. So, what about the 3 of you? You have a whole career outside of here, don't you, Kit?
I do. Technically, I do.
Crosses his arms over his chest.
I made a pom pom.
Nice.
Yeah, I technically do have a career and somebody who is hounding me to return back to it. Maybe I should. I don't know. Thinking about it. I mean, I could always go back to the city, not alone, but that's I don't know, that's up to a couple of people. I was thinking about coming with me.
I was kind of maybe sort of thinking that, like, now that things are safe, might be fun to take like a vacation. Maybe go somewhere outside of Grail Cove.
So the SPG site in California actually pays their interns.
Mhm.
So, Kit, if you have to go back out that way.
Yeah. I wouldn't be terribly far.
Maybe we could I don't know, like maybe just like one reunion show, maybe.
We could do a big farewell show here. Something fancy.
I guess I'd be
One last
down for
hurrah.
that.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind.
I'd buy a ticket. I mean, assuming like I have to buy a ticket. Do I get like a
Wallace,
do I get like a Power Ranger discount?
Wallace, I think you get like a press pass. I think you
Yeah.
just get in.
Yeah, no, I guess I did. I guess I did just start that job. Yeah, I'm gonna stick around here. I feel like I feel like I have a debt to repay. I don't know how I'm going to face the people that I've heard, but I'm going to try. And in case anything else ever comes here looking to hurt anyone else, I'll be here. He looks at Aethelflaed and says, "We'll be here."
We will.
And, you know, pretty sure the transportation thing works across long distances, so.
Yeah, I suppose I could come visit at some point. I've also got a lot of stuff to study now too. Mirrodin said he's going to teach me magic.
That's wild. I also meant that we can come help if you need us.
That is, I suppose that's right. I guess I'm still kind of operating that kind of lone wolf kind of mode, but we're a team, right?
Exactly.
And once I start wrenching on the grid, we'll be able to do a lot more interesting things.
Besides, we're not just a team. We're Power Rangers.
And I think Wallace. I mean, I guess if I'm allowed to start one, he kind of puts his hand in the middle and says, "Once more for the road."
Once more for the road.
Okay, so are we going on 3 or 3 go?
We always go on 3.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Okay, all right. I feel like I get it confused. All right. Okay, like 3, 2, 1, go Rangers!
Rangers rampant.
Okay, yeah, no,
We'll work on it.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
We'll work on it next time for sure.
And I think we're going to cut away. The reunion show was a smashing success. A lot of people turned out. Honestly, Parker, even your brother said that it was kind of almost not shitty.
Did his one friend who was a big fan
praise.
have like a really good time?
Oh, he had a fantastic. He came out like with like a T-shirt and the full discography, which admittedly is only the one CD, but that is still the full discography.
Vintage Camel S merch.
Yes, that's been sitting in your garage. Yeah. And
He never bought it. He stole it from one time when he visited.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, canonically, I'm gonna say your closer was "Dreams" by Van Halen. That only feels appropriate.
Yeah,
It's true. True. Yes.
Yeah, and we pick up with Helen up in your room, packing stuff, getting ready for your move. Your move out to Angel Grove to maybe start a new career out there. Kind of trying to figure out what's next. Still humming Dreams from Van Halen. When there is a flash of yellow light outside your window and a crack like lightning.
Hello?
There is a crater in your backyard where someone has just teleport landed at great speed and intensity. From the smoking pit It looks like someone is trying to crawl their way out.
I'm just gonna go down there. I'm just gonna hop out of the window.
You
Hello?
run out and to grab the hand of the person that is trying to stagger towards you as they kind of collapse into your arms. They are wearing a black and yellow uniform. Their insignia kind of a yellow, jagged, downward arrow motif reflected on their helmet that they are currently trying to remove. As they finally pull it off and gasp for air, you see older with close shorn hair and a gray streak through it and a scar over one eye. Something not unlike looking in a mirror, but older. And she looks up at you and manages to gasp out before falling unconscious. SPD emergency. And that is where we are going to end this series. Thank you so much to everyone who joined us for our finale and across our entire little mini series here. If you hung out, if you chatted, if you donated especially, it really does mean the world to us. That is why we do everything. Would not be possible literally without any of you. We're going to have everybody go ahead and do our outros.
Hello. Hi. It's me. Hi, I'm Will. I was your Red Phoenix Rampant Ranger, Parker Mills, for the last 6 episodes. And you may... There's going to be more Power Ranger stuff, as you may have gleaned from that ending. We're talking about it. It's exciting. I might be running it. Who knows? Yeah, so keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, you can find me on Blue Sky at a Will M Scream. That is mostly where things are being posted these days. That is mostly where things are existing. Tomorrow night, you can find me over at Entropy Emporium running God Complex, a Grow by Moonlight game about making the corpses of dead gods into mech suits and fighting space kaiju at the end of the universe. It is now officially sponsored by Evil Hat Productions, who make Grow by Moonlight and a lot of other games like Monster of the Week and Thirsty Sword Lesbians and Blades in the Dark. It's kind of crazy, but it's in the creator program now, which I am in, and LFTA is now also in. Saturday night, I will be playing Grimoire Punk over on Tales from the Table Studio as part of the LA Fires Relief fundraiser, which is, I think, technically still ongoing, maybe kind of over, but we had to reschedule that game. So 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be over on Tales from the Table Studio playing a library boy with spells and things like that. And yeah, I think that is everything that I have to talk about in the immediate future. There are a lot of things in the works right now, but they are not ready to be talked about yet. So that's it for me.
Hi, hello. My name is Eli. I was playing a Green Ranger Rampant Kit, but I am also the resident ghost of Mayday Roleplay. We're an AP content creation team making serious, fun-like content for your viewing pleasure. If you're not doing anything on at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Saturday, come hang out with us and the new generation of Las Vegas as we are dealing with the fallout of stealing from the Ventru and and trying to frame the Hakata for it at the Silver Dollar Casino. I nearly got torpid, and now I'm hiding in a sewer. So come hang out and see what happens with us there. But we have extensive amounts of stuff going on, so keep a weathered eye out for that. I'll eventually be back for Tenebris, Nephilim Tenebris when we come back in April. And I'm all over the internet at A Ghost of Eli. I'm a pro GM, so you can come play games with me on Start Playing and all of that jazz. But Ghost of Eli would be the central front of finding me in those places. So yeah.
Oh, hi, it's me. I'm Julia. Tonight I've been Helen Matthews. I am gonna miss her very much. She was something fun. You can find me at Hexpot on all social media platforms, and you can find me here tomorrow night for Never Ember's Enigma, where I will be playing Lavinia Hale. Remember, ACAB does include Lavinia Hale. She's going through a grand old time. Somebody tried to assassinate her dad. Her mom is in town and paying someone to stalk her, and she's doing crime behind the government's back. So that'll be great. Saturday, nothing. Sunday, Academy H, where I will be Lyra Kroll. She has to fight her sister. I got a lot of family stuff going on with these characters these days. And then the Saturday after that one, the next one, the 22nd, I'll be here for Grimoire Punk, where I will be playing Moth, who is just a little mercenary bastard, to be quite honest. She turned a man into a rock and put him in her pocket.
Which do more often, honestly.
Honestly.
Put a
That'd be
little
good for him.
rock into your pocket for the Mothman, so he don't come to get you.
All right. Della, clicking on things is hard tonight, apparently.
Hi, I'm Della. I have been Aethelflaed, your blue dragon rampant. I have really enjoyed being this unflappable Welsh bitch, and that's been great for me. You can find me here. You can find me on Blue Sky at Durla Kernlands. You can find me here tomorrow night, where I will be playing B, a harassed gnomish wizard who has made some really interesting wisdom rolls recently and is maybe currently the courier for an eldritch horror friend. He's fine. Green Rock. I'm his familiar, basically. It's fine. I'm sure it's going to be fine. I may have told the headmaster of the magical university I go to that I know his business, and it's all going to be great. I was just in the astral plane. It was a fun trip. It's great. I'll be back next Thursday. So that's tomorrow night. I'll be back next Thursday in Redacted, where I will get to play 4 messy ghost bitches, all in 2 bodies at the moment. I am a haunted house just chock full of ghosts. It's rad. If you like cult leaders who burn people alive and German psychologists with more magic than they know what to do with, show up for Redacted. It's good times. Then in 2 weeks on Monday, you will see me running the finale of Thy Kingdom Come, our Urban Shadows dark academia theology game. What if Percy Jackson was his dark materials? Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. We got angels, we got demons, we've got immortals from ancient Egypt. It's gonna be good.
The 4 genders.
4 genders.
I was gonna say the one you forgot, Della, was Nepho babies.
Nepo babies. We've got Nepo babies.
I hate how much I like that.
You've got to add that to Sephir's taglines along with
It's
V2
true.
rocking a trench coat.
Yeah, V2 rocking a trench coat. Although does Sephir count? Sephir doesn't count as a Nepho baby though.
I mean, I feel like I've said it often enough in game. Homunculi were made like angels.
I mean, okay, yeah, but they're not the descendants of angels.
Practically speaking, they are.
I guess
Your
so.
body
I
could
suppose
have
so.
been used like an angel's body to open a rift between universes.
I guess I was
still be used that way if you roll
it is true. My
badly
Uncle
enough.
My Uncle Tony might still be using my shem to try to end the world and start anew, you know? Uncle Tony.
Uncle Tony.
He's a scamp.
He's a scamp.
Everybody. I have been Brendan, your storyteller, playing too many people. In fact, there was going to be another person show up, and I just fully forgot in the entirety of that fight. And we ended it, and I was like, wait, oh fuck, they were, you know what? Never mind, too late, we're going anyway. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey, this weird, fun experiment in Power Rangering. So I am next going to, I think, be on Academy H, our Masks Actual Play podcast, Codpast, where I play Alex Sandowski, aka Victory. I am the GM for Cryptid Community College, our Monster of the Week actual play podcast that is between seasons right now. I also am in Thy Kingdom Come, as you might have gleaned, where I play Sephir, Teenage Frankenstein Thembo, really going through it, V2 Rocket in a trench coat, potential Nepho baby, and then might be in the near. So we're getting all the pieces lined up, but might be in the near future. Also in not this exact Wednesday spot, but in the alternating Wednesday spot, another little thing starting up. If you are a fan of space, that which is the frontier that is final. Yeah, you know. And is that it? Is that it for me? I think that's everything for me. I think that's everything. That sounds right. That sounds right. And yeah.
Sick.
Thank you for helping us hit our halfway goal. Thank you to everybody who hung out.
Thank you
and
so much. That was a great feather in the cap of the finale there. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for tuned in.
Yeah, we that's gonna do it for us here tonight. There are social links in the chat if you're not already following us. There's a Discord link in the chat if you would like to join the community. It's a great place full of great people. We would love to have you be a part of it. We're gonna disappear in just a second, but we're gonna hop over and raid Neon Lights Roleplay. They're doing their Masks game, Jump City Sirens. Big fans of Masks over here, so come along, say hi, be friendly. But it's gonna do it for us. So say goodnight, everybody.
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Good night.